Hey, it's Harley. I'm back at Slice and Dice literally immediately. Last time we got to Unfair level 9, and then we did not get to Unfair 10. So let's go ahead and see if we can go back to 10, maybe match the 16 that happened in the second episode. We'll do our best. I don't know if I've seen Rush before. I definitely haven't seen them in concert. I'm a big fan of their music, though. So what we have here is 2 blues, an orange, and a yellow. That's pretty obvious. But the point here is that we get a whole bunch of magic power from these 2 blues, and then some other stuff happens because of these guys. The focus is more on the fact that we get 2 spellcasters, which is very nice. Hero level up. I think I've been offered this before and decided it wasn't worth the 8 extra curses that we need for it. Leveling up every other hero by 1 means that some of the guys are going to end on level 4. Kind of nice. But again, though, I feel like the curses are so much worse than these blessings are good. I tend to skip the blessings. So, head B, this is kind of cute, but it's also just 1, so who cares? Hero immunity, all heroes immune to abilities. Ugh. Let's think, what abilities could we even be offered? We've got an orange, so we could be offered things like the Spell Blades +1 to damage. I do like that. I haven't seen it in a while. Blues generally don't have buffs to heroes, but this would also mean that stuff like Burst we couldn't use to shield, which is incredibly important. There's a couple blue things that will allow you to use your die again. I assume that this applies to that as well. You wouldn't be able to use that. Really, this seems like it's worse than a 2, but maybe I'm too reliant on Burst in my playstyle. Kind of leaning towards just adding a sniper. Snipers are annoying. I'm not well geared to getting a bunch of range to deal with the snipers, in that range stuff usually falls onto the orange, and we only have 1 orange. But it's kind of not too bad. I feel like a 5 is probably an overstatement, but we'll see. Actually, I just realized this is a sniper and not an archer. Snipers are much worse than archers. So maybe 5 makes sense. Shield response is they take damage and they shield 1. Not a big deal if you only plan to hit them once, but the moment you try to think of a combo, if I do 2 and then you do 2 and then I do 1 again, that all kind of falls out the window because every time you hit them again, they're taking 1 more shield. That's not a once per turn deal, that's every time. Makes it pretty tough. Adding a spider? Spiders aren't terrible, like 3 isn't a humongously big deal. 1 poison's kind of annoying, but not too bad. But this is only a 3. Right, most Caltrop? I hate them. Hate Caltrops. It's a cantrip that damages you. It also is replacing a side, obviously, so pretty much trash. Hate it. So all that being said, don't like these options, but you're not supposed to like the options. Kind of thinking that's at least an even 10. Really concerned about this sniper. But it's kind of the cleanest one to take in the sense of not causing a whole bunch of extra problems. Okay, we've got 2 deaths already. Killing the bee is not sufficient to saving the brigand. And of course you are dying to a sniper. So what I need is a whole bunch of shields, and I'm just probably not going to get them because I only have a defender and a dabble for shields, really. Well, the student has a 1 shield, which is insufficient for saving anybody. I almost need the student to roll the repeat button just to reuse something better. This, I feel like, is not good enough. Neither B is causing a fatality. So I kind of want to get one of these self shields just to maybe be able to use a student shield on the brigand to save him. This heart is complete nonsense on the first one. I don't care. A 1 damage is nothing. I need a shield. I got a shield. Probably do that. So at this point, I can save everybody and do no damage at all. Is it worth then taking the exert, doing a big hit to the boar, maybe killing one of these bees? Or should I still go for self-shield? I'm thinking self-shield is still the way to go. I was given no choice in this matter. I rolled this every time. Now the question is, do I kill a bee or do I smack the boar with it? I'm leaning towards killing a bee, even though that's kind of lame. Just to take that extra die off the table and mean that the bee can't do one of these heavier hits next time. The boar guarding these ranged guys is going to be a little bit of a problem. So now we're in a much worse state as far as heroes dying. The sniper's obliterating him. The boar and the bee are ripping that guy apart. If I take this, I can at least do a burst, which would mean that if I stack it all on the initiate means the initiate lives. It's probably worth doing. The growth is decent. Is it worth locking that in instead of going for the cantrip? I think I'm going to gamble it because it doesn't actually give me anything to not. That being said, I would rather have one more mana than no more mana, so I'm going to lock that. Okay. Let's think about things. I kind of want to slice, hit everybody. I've forgotten about shield response. Interesting. What a predicament. So I can't save the brigand. That's off the table. Actually, yeah, that's nothing. It would work, but it's nothing. It does me no good. One of these days I'll be in a position where I can actually use Gather. Hasn't happened yet, but one day. So I could get rid of this bee with a burst. I think that's worth it. The brigand's toast. Like, I can't do anything about that guy. And then at least I'm starting to do damage to the boar. Need a shield. 1 mana. That is a burst. One mana is pretty much the worst thing that could be offered. But it is a burst, but I'm skipping it anyway. That's a shield. And a mana, which is a burst. 2 damage is at least progress. I think somebody's cooked, though. I don't think I can save both of them. I'm not sure I could even save the initiate if I really wanted to at this stage. Maybe the defender with a shield, like the biggest shield. Okay. Stab. Shield response. Save you, because that's at least something I can do. Now I could burst you to do a whole 1 damage, or I could spend all my mana to start making some progress on these ranged guys. I don't think this is gonna work out. I think I'm losing in turn 2 or fight 2 or whatever this is. I think that's the most I can really hope for there. I can either lock in that mana and do a burst, which is insufficient for killing the boar, Or I can go for like something else that would also be insufficient for killing the boar, because even this 2 damage doesn't get me there. Yeah, I think I lose, but we'll see how that pans out. I would like the good shield, please. Well, I might as well have just grabbed the mana while it was offered the first time. I didn't realize I didn't have choices in this. Interesting. Is there any point trying to play this out? My question is, at what point was I doomed? Because I feel like, inherently, naively speaking, there should have been a way for me to do this. And I'm just curious as to where I messed it up. This one's funny. Feels like I might as well have had that on every face for all the good I was able to do without it. Oh, this was fight 1, not fight 2. Okay, well, now I feel infinitely worse. Let's just pretend this one didn't happen, okay? Let's go ahead and just go back. It's the same fucking thing. So that didn't work. What did we have? We had sniper, we had shield response, and B. Okay, well, what if we have something not that? What if we have no self-bursting splooter? I just realized that I hate both of these, actually. Let's do literally anything else. I already don't like this. What's hunt? Start vulnerable. Oh, that's kind of fun. Head saber, you're out of your mind. This is the thing that always destroys me when I try to fight the hand as a final boss, is that there's just a bunch of sabers flying around dealing basically all the damage they could dream. And occasionally they kill themselves, but in the process they do 12 damage, which, not a fair trade. I don't want that one. Slow spells, 1 spell per turn. I have 2 spellcasters with the blue and the red. I don't really want that. Summoning circle is +1 to all summoning sides. Pretty gross. This is everyone starting poisoned. I need to unclick these before I cause myself a problem. Healing 4 to all enemies on boss fights, but only on the first turn. Kind of just means that don't do damage on the first turn and focus on shields, is what that sounds like. Interesting, okay. Let's say... anything. Let's say anything. Oh, I don't like any of them. Slow spells is very tempting, but it's also just insanely annoying. 1 spell per turn. Let's try it. Stuff's already going completely down the drain, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see what this does. I mean, we know what it's gonna do, but like, let's see it play out. Okay, definitely taking that because the meddler is insanely annoying. See if we can maybe get rid of... hang on. So there were 2 rats are causing the fatalities. This is enough to burst and then knife one of them down, but the other one, this would allow for a second burst, which would get us pretty close. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. And then if you roll any of your damage sides, of which there are 2, we're safe. Or I grab the shield. I'm gonna go for the pristine shield. I think it's possible. Okay, I think we're safe. Still want the pristine shield though. I got absolutely nothing. This is the price of greed. I brought my problems upon my... I forgot that you can only burst once. Hang on, wait. What is Slay exactly? Ooh, kill an enemy with exactly 3. I need to be better at remembering certain spell descriptions. Dead. Dead. There we go. This game is literally unplayable because when your spells go away like this, the mana still floats above them. Honestly, I kind of want to lodge a bug report. The mana should go down like this when you have no spells, but I guess it's fine. Emma? So we're almost at the point where... Actually, never mind. I was going to say we're at the point where we have too much mana, but we'll be fine. This doesn't save the meddler. I almost don't care, to be quite frankly honest. It's as much shielding as the alloy can do though, and it does do 1 damage. That's actually the best he has in this scenario. Well, this actually would save the meddler. Heal and shield 1. I'll take second best. God damn it. So potentially we could knife and slay that bones. Or we could hammer knife and slay the boar. That's actually pretty good. Let's actually do that. Hammer that. Whoops, hang on. I'm really good at counting, everyone. And then that's all that happens. I'm not using boned again. I'm not... Why would I do that? Free mana, yes please. I'll take that. You know what? Knife, mana, slay. Copy swap? Fighter with healer. No. The reason no is that oftentimes enemies like the slime attack the outsides. Fighter, I'm more okay with getting hit than the healer. Kinda doesn't matter, but still. Okay, a brute. Definitely an improvement over the fighter. This stun is very useful sometimes. But a medic instead of a healer. Let's see. Set a hero to 5, set a hero to 4. I don't understand why. Oh, because it's half mana. I understand why now. The issue here is that we can only cast 1 spell per turn, so even though it is very cheap, it is also the only thing we'd be doing if we do that. That being said, these cleaves, pretty good. In regen, I like regen. I think I'm more attached to the idea of a better medic than I am of this situation. As much as I like the stun, I don't like heavy. It just doesn't... It often seems to screw me over. Then help me. Speaking of screwing me over, let's see what the meddler does. I could kill him. Is that worth doing? Who are you killing? You're killing the alloy. You're being killed by the goblin and the archer. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Might as well take that. Is there a way to save you? Yes, because it's 2 damage. So I can burst the bee, save the alloy, put a non-zero number of shields on the medic. Regen is going to go to the meddler to keep him alive. So do I take this because it is a non-zero number of shields, or do I go for something better? All but one of these rolls will give me a shield for the buckle. The only one not being is this one. Whoop. Actually, Let's take it, because there's not much better, really, and that's all 3 of these guys would get a shield. So at this point, I just kind of want to do damage to, I suppose, the goblin. I got the really nice shield. Okay, let's see if I can remember the plan. That's pretty good. I'm actually gonna stab you. I wonder if keeping pristine would actually be better. Hang on. What's happening indeed? What's happening is that you're taking damage. Suck it up. I guess I don't get to keep the fact that he's pristine, but I do get to keep a lot more health on the guy I actually care about. I still have a burst ready to go. I'm thinking I might as well take it and do that. I can hex this guy, or slay, or whatever my red spell is called, if I get 3 mana. Which is possible. There's 2 of them. Okay, you are responsible for killing my medic. Yes, you are responsible for the medic dying. Interesting. So that would kill the goblin, and I could burst an archer, and then I'd still have 1 problem to solve. Okay. So my medic is being... Whoops! Hang on. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that. My medic is being attacked by 2 people. Gonna go ahead and hit them both. Smack. Die. And that was a little overthought, but it's what I needed. Oh, hey, we got loot mode. I don't think I've ever played loot mode. Unless that's the one with no loot, and it's deceptively named, in which case I don't like loot mode. I could be misremembering that entirely. Sure, let's... Why not? Nobody has pain or anything that would kill them, but why not? Actually, I'm gonna stick it on the guy with the fewest hit points. What you? Oh. I do like Slay. Slay's been pretty useful this time. And this has been largely behaving. I think I'm gonna keep him. Sometimes you just gotta risk it, you know? Pristine Shield keeps the alloy almost alive. Wonderful. Mana. Stab. Blow him up. Go ahead and do that. Actually, put it on the heal or the medic, because that's more intuitive. Okay, I'll take those. They don't have enough for Pristine Shield. That's not gonna happen. Hitting this guy for 2 with a hammer doesn't fix any problems. A self-shield doesn't fix any problems either. Any of your shields could save the fighter. And of course, it's the archers who are causing all the trouble. I think that shield to save the fighter. Well... I don't think it really matters. I think I'm kind of in trouble regardless. Okay. Not in trouble in the sense that somebody's going to die, in trouble in the sense that I'm taking a lot of damage, while only doing a little. This is enough mana to slay the wolf, but I would need to throw something on the meddler to save him. So doing this saves the buckle, gets the alloy a bit closer, and still leaves me with a bunch of stuff to clean up in the back row. I think that's still worth it. That's one of the problems in the back row cleaned up. And this is actually as good as the buckle can do. Go ahead and use it to buy the mana. Slay you. So this is not enough to save the fighter, nor is it enough to save the alloy. So somebody dies regardless. Let's stick it on the fighter. Because then at least we're maximizing the health, and this guy's got the bone charm, so he comes back with full. And we are done, and you are dead. I do like the Caldera. He's got the added benefit of not summoning bones, which is pretty cool. Scald is very fun. When you make Scald work, you feel very smart. 2 damage to all damaged enemies. Pretty cool. That's actually a very nice cleave, considering that we can only cast 1 spell per turn. Monk, on the other hand, has Cleanse, which I do technically have a 1 cleanse right now. Yeah, Bone Charm on the Monk is kind of appealing, just because the Monk is very good at getting himself killed with these redirecting all damage to himself. Pretty good killing the Monk instead of somebody important kind of situation. But I feel like Caldera's about to win this in my head because Meddler's kind of annoying, kind of a gamble. Alloy does kind of suck, just in general. May not be annoying, but doesn't feel very useful. But I think I need to go with Caldera and just get rid of the Meddler before that summons an army of skeletons to beat me up. Okay, nobody's dying this turn, so I can go pretty high on damage. This will keep the Caldera very happy. I sure would like to be able to do a whole bunch of damage to the Alpha. I don't like the idea that I'm about to be fighting 3 baddies. This can't hurt the Alpha. But it can hurt the wolf, and there's only a 1 in 6 chance of getting the face that does something to the Alpha, so I might as well take this, hit the wolf, instead of trying to get something that's probably not going to work. So now, I'm actually in kind of an interesting spot because this is, oh, that's only 2. Well, at least this way the wolf is basically toast next time. I kind of want to take this. I need to do, what is that, 4 more damage to him before it's worth it? He's the guy who's killing my Caldera, so might as well grab it. It's a bunch of damage even if I can't get the extra effect on it. Okay, well, some of these faces are useful. Actually, that saves my Caldera. That's pretty appealing. Let's just check the numbers, and by check the numbers, I mean see what happens. It did not happen. So, saving the Caldera. Can I kill you? No. Is that worth it? I'm gonna say no. Let's get rid of this Alpha as fast as possible. And this does absolutely nothing because everyone's at full health until right now where they're not. Yeah, so ideally the alpha dies because that just endless spawning of more wolves is very annoying. Trying to think if I can get to Scald. I'm thinking the answer is no. Even if I do get to Scald, it's only 2 for everyone. I don't think it's worth it. You can have that. And you can have the rest of this. Okay, but now we have a different problem, by which I mean the same dang problem as before, because we're about to have 2 wolves and an alpha. The good news is now it's the alpha with only 1 heart, so the alpha... Oh, good grief. Well, at least he's not doing damage, but still. He wasn't going to do any damage this turn, regardless. This is very tempting, but unfortunately I can't hit the alpha with it, so it's less tempting. But I think it's better than the other options. I'm about to have to waste something, I think. However, I can do that. Or this here. Scald everyone. And that was kind of cool, actually. I think that was a good use of Scald. Because now these guys are at, like, chump level health. That's one of them dead. Actually, we're done here because this is a burst for you and a stab for you, and we're moving on. Hey, we unlocked Spellblade. I didn't realize that I didn't have even Spellblade unlocked. Ooh, Terrarium, that's cute. I don't understand Patient. ×2 if I was not used last turn. The scenario where I don't use a die is pretty much just you land on an X, or you're a single use that I can truly do absolutely nothing with, like a healing wand or something else weird like that. I don't get it. So who's gonna get this terrarium? Probably the medic, or maybe the buckle. But let's go with medic because I like getting shields. The idea of growth is very fun to me. It sometimes gets to happen, but honestly, the odds of rolling the same face twice, kinda low. Okay, so if we can get 5 shields on the medic, that guy leaves. Unfortunately, the medic is not my priority right now, because it's the alloy that's dying. None of this stuff is good enough. That's 4 shields. Well... Big fireball might be worth it. Because that's enough damage with a burst to kill the Goblin, and I just remembered I've only got single spell cast. Okay. It's pretty much a must. Stab you. Blow you up. That's not enough shield to scare away the militia. I'm gonna keep this mana, because that'll set me up to maybe scare that guy off with a burst. And then the goblin leaves, so really shielding the guy this guy's attacking is the priority. So if I'm going for burst shield, this mana is actually kind of useless to me, because I can only cast the 1 spell. I'm gonna take this just in case stuff goes not to plan. That's a +1 shield, so if wait. I'm done, right? Who are you attacking? The buckle. Okay, let's just actually do that then. I win. Okay, so cleric instead of an alloy, that's a pretty good choice. Yep, that's what's happening. Who wants the bone charm? Nobody else pick it once. Let's put it on him, why not? Of course, it's the cleric who's about to get absolutely obliterated. killing this snake... Guess that's enough to save the cleric. Honestly, I'm thinking through all this out because there's better for every one of these. That's enough to kill the snake. I think I'm gonna keep that. I'm debating if I should get the cleanse shield. I don't think I need it at the rate that I'm going though, because if the plan is to kill the snake with those things, cleanse shield doesn't matter. Okay. Hammer. Oops. Fireball. Stab. And that's pretty good. Okay, nobody's dying from this, but that's still pretty nice. That's 2 of these 4. First could be another one, so that's 3. I would rather have the sword on the caldera. That would be yet another one. And I think that that puts me at... Oh, actually, I miscounted. I didn't need any more. Scalpel. Does nothing for me because the medic is the only one I can put it on, and the medic has no damage sides. 2 tier 2s. I don't like lead boots, so we're gonna go with that. Ooh. Okay, so who can I stick that ring on? 2 people. Okay. Which side is this? This is on the top side. Well, that's a direct upgrade for the fighter. Is this the one that duplicates? Yes. So, target enemies in the back row, and it duplicates, so potentially I can lay waste to someone on the back row if I need to. And I'm thinking this just goes here for the 2 shield, simply because mana is less valuable when I can only cast 1 spell per turn. If I start getting a bunch of charged abilities, maybe I'll reconsider that kind of move, but right now, what's mana doing for me? Not much. Okay, so the ogre's annoying because all these yellows are +1 pit to every side. So I kind of don't want to just start beating up the ogre unless I'm sure I can take him out very quickly. I'm kind of eyeing what I can do to the slime here. So 4 damage is already squared away. I need 3 more, but it's going to make a baby. Let's see what happens. Pristine shield, yes please. Okay, unfortunately, that doesn't get me a kill. But it's not the worst situation. I can burst the slime lid if necessary. It's not, slime lid's doing nothing. So a shield here could keep the fighter alive, or I could get the heal to cleave and put it here to keep those guys both a little bit happy, a little bit alive. I don't think that's worth doing. That looks like as good as it's gonna get. And we're just blowing through achievements. Twisted bar, 2 to all sides. That I might as well take. Is it time to start attacking the ogre? Maybe. Sword, please. Thank you. Did I just do that wrong? No, okay. So I injure you. I injured you. I blow everybody up. Just a little bit. I can shield you, and I can collect mana. I don't get to keep all that mana, but we're moving along. Don't love how low my fighter is. Thankfully, I'm offered mini a heal to fix this problem. So Scald would kill the Slimer for me. Do 2 more damage to this guy, which is a fair number. I think I'm going to do that. And then just grab 2 more mana. I think that puts me in a good spot to do things. I might have miscounted. I did not miscount. I'm amazing. Everyone's fine. So Ogre's already half dead because of a burst. If I can get 2 damage, I win. I've done it. I'm a genius. I'm the best. We're moving on to fight 8. Okay, so the Warden is like the Buckle, but not dumb. And the Gladiator is like the Fighter, but you have to put up with Engage. Engage means you roll this a whole bunch on turn 1 and never get it, and then on turn 2, when everyone's been damaged, you roll it. That's what Engage does. I think I'm going to go with guy who is Buckle but good. I think that's the way to go. Why did I look in my inventory? There's nothing there. Of course, the Slimelet is rolling a damage side because I don't want to have to deal with the Slimelet on turn 1. But the Slimelet is going to microwave my fighter if I don't handle that. So we're gonna handle that. I'll take the shield for the Warden. You getting 2 damage would be better than shielding 2, to be quite honest. Turn 1 mana growth would be more appealing if mana mattered, but it's still more useful than 3 of the faces. Maybe 4 of the faces, so I'll go ahead and grab it. Don't love that as a choice. Everyone's already going to live. We're going to try to get better. That's perfect. That kills the Slimelet. And we'll see if we can get a... Okay. Yes, we could have gotten a 2. That's what I had wanted. Okay, so somebody's getting bursted. Should it be the Warden for 2 not dying, or should it be the Slime Queen for 2 dying? Let's see. I do have a healer who needs more to do with her life. That looks good. The reason I keep checking healths is I want to see where your halfway point is for this guy's Cruel, because 6 damage is pretty good, but we're not there yet. Go ahead and take that, keep the Warden extra happy. And we got Cruel regardless. I need to be more cognizant of these. Setting a hero to 4 obviously doesn't help at all right now, but that is a singular mana to do quite a lot. Similarly, Cleanse Cleave could be pretty useful in certain scenarios, especially for just 1 mana. It's not now, I just need to think about it more. I stab. Bomb. That's not what I wanted. There. And as mentioned, these don't help really at all here. This is single cast, or I would potentially use it just to get those guys all cleave healed, but it's not dire, so I'm not going to use it. I'll take the shield 3 just to keep the fighter alive, and I think you can do better than a heal 2 cleave at this point. Take these 2s. You'll see regen. Same thing. Not quite worth it in my head. Okay, well. What's it matter? You go here. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit you. So Slime Queen needs to die next time. She's just doing too much damage with the other two as well. Gonna go ahead and take that because it's a fatality on the Slime Queen. Who are you responsible for killing? Top and bottom. And then these two are not doing any kills, but they are doing some annoying damage. I've got 4 damage for them lined up already if it's a burst. Alternatively, I could grab this. And so long as you can do... Oh, you can't. Hold on, let's think. I was going to say so long as you can do an attack, we get it with this. It's called. And by get it, I just mean do some damage, because that's not a fatality on either. Okay. That's something. It does mean that we have 4 enemies next time, but these slimelets have a... Actually, they hit pretty hard right now. Let's just see what happens. I think we'll be fine. We've been more fine. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. It'll save 2 of the 4 guys that are in trouble. This could kill a slimelet. Actually, ooh. Because of single cast, I don't think that's worth it. I think I just need a knife. This is pretty useful. Is that useful enough? This is 2 damage to everyone. If I were to... If I do 1 damage here, 1 damage here, 1 damage here, that's 3. I think that actually wins. Let's just see what happens. Everybody gets hit. You get hit a second time. It's called. I hope everyone was taking notes while I did that really good counting to 5 on my fingers just a moment ago. That's how you beat this game. You count on your fingers. Life bolt. I can use 1 ability per turn, essentially, so that's extra garbage. -4 max health, but you get self-shield of 4 at the start of each turn. I feel like that's more useful with someone with just a little bit of pain, because that shield just kind of takes the pain away each time. I hate going random, but neither one of these appeals to me in the slightest. Okay. A free stun. You know what? I'll take it. That's nice. I'm gonna stick that on the warden. Oh, you even get a +1 health. That's extra fun. I didn't notice that. Okay, so Wiz is annoying. Who do I have that can do ranged? The fighter that just did all that ranged. Okay, so I need 2 free die in order to use that. By use, I mean stun him so that he doesn't do mischief, such as summoning bones, healing a bunch of people, or weakening someone to the point of not being useful at all. But let's just see what we get. Great, he's gonna summon bones. Bones have the tiny bonus thing that's gonna cause a bunch of problems. These bones are the people responsible for all of the death. I'm thinking turning one of them off is probably the way to go. And then really, I think I am kind of in the clear. Actually, no I'm not, because that is 7 health. I would need a shield. You could be my shield. Okay, I'm gonna turn this one off. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Shield you. Now I have new problems, because he's going to make more bones, which is the exact same of where I was previously, except I'll have taken 5 damage and done a singular damage. I don't think there was a better way out of that situation, though. The good news is now I can stun him with this bone's death. The bad news is killing a bones is still kind of a lot of work for me at this level. Caldera is getting absolutely obliterated. I don't think I can do anything about that. I'm trying to think through another big scald with those arrows. It would definitely shut the Wiz down. Problem is all these guys are still at a lot of hit points. 1, 2, so there's 4 of them. I could make it kill the sniper and damage everybody. Let's see how that plays, actually. And actually, I think I can do... I do... Oh, I fucked up. Is 2 deaths worth it? This guy's got the bone charm, so it doesn't matter. This guy... I think I have to. And then if I kill the 2 bones that are next to the Wiz, I get him. Dead. Not that that's something I appear to be... Okay, here we go. I win. Okay. So either way, I'm getting rid of my fighter. Strongly leaning towards the whirl, except I do actually have 2 guys with heals. That's pretty cool. That definitely indicates that I could use the Berserker and get away with the pain. I think I'm going to do it. Take the Berserker. Although these are kind of useless. I'll stick it on the thing that actually does something now. You... Actually, I'm going to stick it here because mana is so unhelpful. Now I'm wondering if I should stick it here because mana is so unhelpful. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to do whatever this is. There's simply no way. Okay, 3 deaths coming. Let's go. That's one of them prevented. Okay, so the top imp is about to just destroy my medic. I really need to kill that imp. You are going to destroy my Caldera as well. If I could get this guy's Death Wish side, that would be pretty cool. Alternatively, I could try to get a bunch of shields on the Berserker. I'm going to take this. Because I think it'd be good on the medic if I can't kill this imp. Bursting that imp is nice. Or potentially a shield to get rid of the militia. Death Wish, please. Oh dear. Okay, how much is that? Insufficient. Oh no. So I can keep one of these people around. Cleansing Cleave does not save anyone. Wait a minute. Hang on, am I all the way in? Yes. Cleansing Cleave plus... Oh, that's actually... I would have to go this way. Oh, that's still not enough. By quite a lot. Okay. Same. So I'm thinking... you get that. You get this. I send you into your immunity cycle because I don't have the bandwidth to deal with you being immune later. This is not ideal. For a non-boss fight, this is not a good situation. So I can keep my warden alive with that. Everyone else is kind of cooked. I could get rid of one of the imps, or the ghost, actually. Let's see how that goes. Goes insufficiently is how it goes. I don't have enough. Hang on. Oh, okay, I see. If I burst you. I would have to do that, so I'd still lose the warden. Is that worth it? I got rid of 2 baddies, and I would lose 1 hero. Was I losing 1 hero regardless? I think I was. The small bonus is pretty bad. I think I need you to be on your protection side. This would not be enough to kill the imp. It would be 1 shy. Why first you? Oh, that's still not enough. What am I thinking? But I could save the caldera and then half kill the imp. And actually, I do win this because I can just burst now. Done. Okay, only 3 people died. One of which had... Nope, never mind, the caldera lived. I lied. Bag of Holding, +2 item slots, +2 max hit points, or Shimmering Halo. Am I supposed to have items? I have, what, 4? Not the best of states. I think I'm going to stick this on the medic instead of the ring. Oh, now I'm second guessing myself. I'll stick it on the warden, actually, because these 4 things do quite a lot for saving heroes, and the more health he has, the better this stun is. I kind of don't want to use the Pain Sword right now because that's going to require extra protection. Everyone gets forked. Oh dear. Unfortunately, I can't save the medic by my math. So we're back down to 4. And the death spiral is in full effect. I'll take that. Not enough to save the Berserker, but can definitely do quite a lot to help the team. Unfortunately, not enough to save the Cleric either, I think. Actually, with this sword, I think everyone does get to live. I kind of want to be able to burst. I regret it. Okay, everyone's still alive. Chilling. Wow, what an interesting predicament we're in. No, I think that's not good enough. I think I need the death sword again. I'll take this and this. I think I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. So if I stab you, save you, at least now I'm at the point where a fork next time will kill the slimelet. Unfortunately, the one spell I can cast is insufficient to saving these guys. This is not looking good. I'm starting to think Unfair might be above me in terms of the difficulty and my ability. Wow, this is, I can do that, and then still die. Or I can do that, nothing, and then definitely die next time anyway. Well, at least having killed some stuff. Okay, I'm kind of just getting the crap kicked out of me here, aren't I? That's fine. I didn't expect to have, you know, a fair treatment. It's unfair. I did just spend, I think, this plus the previous one, what is that? An hour getting my teeth kicked in. Maybe we go back to hard next time. How about that? Yeah? It's... Ooh, we got some stuff as we completed like every achievement these past couple games. Well, next time.